Hello and welcome back to the Daily Danny! Guest starring Naura Arias, who's the brain in this video, and Luna, where she...
I'm their amusing little sidekick.
For this topic, we're going to talk about the benefits of reading books, which we all know. Come on, I know some of you probably don't like reading books, but everybody knows books has a lot of benefits. So
it can actually help you lose weight, by the way.
yeah, it's for the ladies or even the guys who want to lose weight. Reading can help you lose weight. Okay, now we're gonna start with some simple, obvious questions or stuff like that. Okay, start now, right?
The obvious ones is that you get to expand your vocabulary. From reading, I learned words such as abjure, loquacious, and words like that. And you can also improve your empathy, because especially if you read in first person, you are basically the character in the book and you experience everything the character experiences. Therefore, you have that link that increases your empathy.
Yeah, and aside from that, if well, I don't recommend this for people who are still learning English, but maybe for some of us who has okay vocabulary, you could start like improving your pronunciation, or maybe like how to form a perfect sentence or grammar from reading a book, because obviously that's how people talk.
Although I do not suggest, if you are going to learn a new language, I don't suggest jumping into reading. I suggest listening to things like audiobooks, or hearing locals speak, or watching TV shows, because if you're gonna learn, let's say, French, how do the French children learn when they learned French when they were like 2? By speaking, not by reading. So you want to imitate natural. Yeah.
And there's YouTube, there's a lot of medias and internet that can help build our vocabulary and grammar, stuff like that. What about diseases?
Diseases, it can actually help Alzheimer's, especially if you read in more than one language. Because when you learn a different language, your brain creates new pathways and neuron pathways and such. And your brain is used to switching up between different programming. If our brain was a computer or a machine, like a man-made machine, different languages would be like different sort of programming. Or in iPhone, different iOSs.
Yes.
And your brain will be able to switch between those different programmings, and it improves brain health, memory, and brain function, helps fight Alzheimer's.
Yes.
Yeah.
How about stress and weight loss and stuff like that?
Okay, weight loss is when you read during a workout. Obviously you're not going to do a push-up because you're just going to be zooming around.
Yes.
But if you're going to be like running on it, like walking while running on a treadmill at a slow
seen people
pace.
in the game.
Yeah,
They have a book there. They run while read.
But
I don't know how.
If you're gonna run for 7 miles per hour, that's probably not possible.
I could be so fit by doing that.
You would keep running, reading.
Yeah.
If it's a page turn, you're not even gonna realize.
Yeah, we won't realize. Yeah.
Because I like to watch while I run.
A lot of people watch or listen
Yeah, but how
to
about
pass the
reading?
time, right?
Yeah.
Like we get it. You listen to music. You watch a video while
You don't
running,
have to
but
run. You could just jog like in a like not a fast pace, but like in a medium pace,
Or
and
just
just walk.
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 Walking is low impact cardio, which is
Yes.
gonna help with.
It's a low, but still, it's an exercise.
It's an exercise, and any cardio is good for the heart.
Oh yes, absolutely. So you could exercise which basically helps build your body to become much more healthy, and you could also exercise your brain to make your brain and mind much more better.
As for weight loss, it has something to do with the weight gain hormone cortisol, which is also a stress hormone, and it's produced when you feel stressed out. And what it does is it actually tells the body to store fat, because it puts your body under such stress, and your body's primal instinct is to survive. Because in the olden days, people used to go for days and days and days without food, and that is why we have fat storage. But now food is so convenient. But we evolved from those people who went out for 4 days without food. So our primal instinct is still the basic one, still the same: survival, and survival. So
how does reading help?
How does reading help? All right, I forgot. Now, reading actually helps your mind to relax, especially if you're reading a slow pace, maybe a bit of romance, or maybe a bit of
contemporary,
spiritual, contemporary, religions.
Depends on what our mood, I guess.
Yeah, it depends. And that when you ease your brain in that sort of way, it's like listening to classical music, or it's going to like ease your stress,
your mind.
and it's going to decrease levels of cortisol, which helps with weight loss. And the reason why a lot of people don't actually lose weight is because they're so stressed out about losing weight. They keep on
That's
looking
so true.
They keep on looking at the scale, and they're like, why isn't it shifting? Why isn't it shifting? And their body just produces more cortisol. It's not their diet or exercise that's wrong most of the time.
It's their mind.
It's hormonal control, which is very tricky because a lot of people just think calories in is equivalent to calories out.
But sometimes when I'm having like a stress day or I'm like not in a good mood, I don't know why, but reading doesn't help. I just need to sleep, eat, or listen to sad music all day.
Well, sleeping actually. Oh yeah, there's the hormone leptin and ghrelin. The hormone leptin actually, women have 3 times the amount of leptin
Then guys.
than guys, but women's leptins are less likely to respond than guys. Now, leptin is this hormone that has the ability to burn fat, and ghrelin is this hormone that triggers your hunger levels. And if you feel hungry, your hormone ghrelin will act up and send signals to the brain.
Yeah.
But what happens is when you don't get enough sleep, your cortisol is up, and your ghrelin's up.
Yeah, I get so hungry when I
So
wake up in the
for a
morning.
lot of people, that's where emotional eating comes from. It's
Emotional
because
eating.
of their hormones.
Also, that's why people stress eat and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
true,
People
yeah.
stress eat because they see food as a friend. Their
Best
cortisol,
friend.
ghrelin levels up, and then they store a lot of fat. Compared to when if you're gonna eat Big Mac and fries alone while you're sad, if you're gonna eat Big Mac and fries alone with your friends, you're most likely going to store more fat. If you are going to store fat, it's going to be when you're stressed, even with the same calories and eating at the same time because of hormonal levels. It's very tricky.
Okay, what about this one? There's been a lot of people saying that when you read in the dark, we read in the light. Why do you think when we read in the dark?
Ruins your eyes.
Yeah, why?
Because your eye has light receptors, right? It processes light. You're meant to see things with light in it. When you read in the dark, it becomes very tricky for your eyes.
I guess it gets confused, I guess,
Yeah.
or something.
Your eyes are not used to it. And I have not done extensive research on that.
So, how does reading motivate you to do stuff, like achieve stuff?
Yeah.
We're more likely to be motivated when we see people, let's say, with the same age or same family background, or people with similarities achieving more. We're more likely to feel motivated. Like if you see your friend or you see your senior who got into Harvard, you'll more likely be like, I have to get into an Ivy League, than if you saw someone from, let's say, this elite school who got into Harvard.
So you get a little more competitive and stuff.
Yeah,
You get
it's
a little
competitive.
more
That's so true.
It encourages life goals because I know a lot of people who are like my age and they're like, what do you want to do with your life? I mean, like, I don't know. Like, do you at least know what you want to do for? I don't know.
It's sad truth.
And like, I'm not gonna judge these people, but I feel like
You gotta get a hold of yourself.
you have to have a life goal.
Literally, yeah.
Like, even if it's become a fairy unicorn.
My life goals is to be very successful in a good way, not like in a bad way, like a criminal or stuff like that. And I want to make a lot of money and help people and my mom. That's so sad. It went so sad suddenly.
It went down.
What about economy? I mean, some people complain because books are kind of pricey, especially when you don't live in the United States. For example, me, us, we live.
Shipping prices.
It's so expensive. We live in Indonesia, and in here it's 115 or 120 minimum. While in America, if you convert it to Indonesian rupiah, it's around 94 or 95 because it's $7. 7 times 14, right? For $1 is 14,000 rupiah. So how can we help with the economy? There's controversy.
This has a lot of things with like boredom and health. So, reading ebooks, I'm gonna mention ebooks here. Reading ebooks and buying ebooks are like half the price of regular books. But if you think about it, regular books are so much more better for your health. They don't ruin your eyesight. They don't mess up with your brain's natural, functions and instincts, which, I'm never gonna like tell people do not go on the internet, do not use computers, do not use your phone because your brain's not meant to do that. I mean, yes, that's not what, like when humans came on this earth, this is not what we were meant to do. It's not our primal instinct. but people evolve, time evolves, and everything just evolves. And obviously you have to do that, but if you think about it, the best way to live a life is to live the most natural life you can.
Yes.
In this very, very artificial world that we have created.
Full of technology, stuff like that.
Robots and whatnot.
Sometimes we forgot the tradition, the culture.
Like, it's just like food, where it's better to eat real food than chemicals, right? Yeah. And how it helps with saving economies is because when people get bored, they tend to spend money on going out with friends or going to the carnivals and parties and buying drinks and foods and whatever they spend their money on. But it's not gonna last forever. Let's see, if you think about it, going out with your friend every single day to help boredom, let's say that I don't know how much money people's given. But if you read you're gonna spend over $10 every single day. If you're gonna buy this book for let's say that the book's kind of expensive and you have to buy it for $20 or something,
Lord, help me.
or $15.
It's quite depressing.
But, you can read it for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and until you finish until the end of the week. Or if you're a slow reader and you have a lot of things to do, the book can last 2 months or 2 weeks.
Oh, and it could last longer.
Yeah, and you can save some pocket money and maybe go out with friends occasionally or go out to eat occasionally.
And after you read it, you could just reread
it.
So don't waste money. Okay, I hope that was very beneficial for all of you who watched the video, and thank you, Naura, for really explaining, really good scientific, and thank you, Luna, for asking questions and helping me out with this video. So I hope you enjoy. I hope you give it a thumbs up and subscribe and visit the blog, thedailydanny.com, and see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Oh my god, I know that.
I make maze balls too. I make amazing balls.
Oh wow, that just went wrong.